I can't tell these dudes apart, but this is Jerry Greenfield right here. He is leaving Ben and Jerry's. Okay? After guess what? Guess what? After 47 years. Okay? And Ben and Jerry's, American company known for its super premium ice cream with unique flavors and a strong social mission, founded in 1978 by Ben Cohen and who you see right here, Jerry Greenfield. And I don't know, man. I can't tell them apart. I think I think Jerry is on the right there. But I don't know, man. But that's the two of them right there. Again, this is Jerry Greenfield right here. Uh, saying its independence on social issues has been stifled, right? Because that's why we choose ice cream brands that we buy. They gotta have the same political beliefs as we do, right? Or else, no, we're not gonna buy that ice cream. I'm just joking on that. But Ben and Jerry's has a long history of political activism, using its brand to advocate for progressive social issues like LGBTQ plus rights, racial justice, climate justice, and workers' rights. So, um, so Jerry Greenfield leaving the ice cream brand, saying that the independence it once had to speak up on social issues has been stifled by its parent company, Unilever. Kind of looks like Unaliver. Unilever, and look at this. So Unilever is its parent company. Look at this right here. Look, Unilever's founding date was just a few weeks ago. Look at that. The second day of the ninth month. And they're founded in 1929. So you get the 29, you get the 29. I can't help but bring up that Trump equals 29. Okay, I can't help but bring that up. And look, United Kingdom. Look at down here how it says London. Look, Don, like Donald Trump. Come on, man, right? Wasn't even. I have to bring them up, guys, gals, any pets out there. I had to bring Donald Trump up. I did not want to, okay? So, so you see this is the article right here. Now let me show you the script after we play this.
In a new this morning, Jerry Greenfield, the co-founder of Ben & Jerry's, is stepping away from the company.
In a statement, Greenfield called it, quote, one of the hardest and most painful decisions he's ever made. Greenfield started the company 47 years ago with Ben Cohen. The company and its co-founders have often been outspoken about issues including racial justice, the war in Gaza, campaign finance reform, and more. But they've been in a legal battle with their parent company, Unilever, for years because of it. Greenfield says if the company can't stand up for what it believes in, then it's not worth being a company at all.
We reached out to Unilever for a response. A spokesperson for the Magnum ice cream company said in part, "We will forever be grateful to Jerry for his role in co-founding such an amazing ice cream company." They went on to say that they disagree with his perspective and have sought to engage both co-founders in a constructive conversation to strengthen Ben & Jerry's powerful values-based position in the world.
Unilever's like, go away. So if you didn't know, they say leaving the ice cream brand after 47 years. Jerry and Ben are both 74. Look at that. And that is the 47 reflection. Okay. I know if you're out there, Richard West, shout out to you. Hope all is well. Just doing my thing here. I will be waiting on your return. I know you probably got a real life, but waiting on your return. Can't wait to see you back, bud. So, so leaving after 47 years, Ben and Jerry are both 74. Unilever, lever, Unilever equals 47. The parent company. And of course, Trump equals 47, right? And Trump's the 47th president. Okay? Richard would have caught that by now. But look at the title. Jerry quits Ben and Jerry, saying its independence on social issues has been stifled. That makes me think of Independence Day, the fourth day of the seventh month, or just 7/4, July 4. And Independence Day equals 74. Look at that. Isn't that wild right there? Okay, as a decoder, you look at the title, anything that pops, names, like who, what, where, why, when. Is that what it is? Okay, who, what, where, why, when, right? Independence. Of course, you think of Independence Day. Okay, Jerry, Ben, social issues, right? This is how if you start to do this, it's kind of difficult. I have a lot of experience now, but as you learn these words and the numerical values attached, it becomes easier. Okay, and you see the 7447 right there. There was also another clue that was in there. I don't know. I didn't say it yet, but I don't know if you caught it. But I'll be hitting back on that here shortly. So you get all the 47s and 74s. Remember, Trump equals 47, the 47th president, all of that, DC Republican, Democrat, White House, president, government, all 47, right? Okay, so it's like another story that's connected to Donald John Trump. And I just showed you Unilever, whatever the parent company is. I just showed you that its founding anniversary a few weeks back, and we had the 29 connection with Trump with that founding anniversary. Look at this. Ben and Jerry's founded 5/5, May 5th. Ben and Jerry's equals 5/5. Independence equals 5/5. Check that out. You know why that's amazing? Because God and Satan also equal 55, and Jesus Christ equals 74. So that's interesting. You can see how our world was created on letters and numbers, okay? Right? And Jesus Christ also equals 146, Trump's birthday, the 14th day of the 6th month. So you're going to get these stories just based on the language and the numerical values attached. Okay, so you can't blame a character if they're synced up with Satan or Jesus Christ or whatever, right? Because it's just the luck of the draw. Is that, I don't even know if that's an appropriate term, but this is why you'll hear about a lot of celebrities. Oh, they're changing their name. They got 6 names. Oh, I'm going to name my kid Blanket. Oh, I'm going to name my kid Apple. Maybe they were trying to tell us something. Watch what you name your children. But you see that 55 connection, founded in Burlington, Vermont, right there. 5-5. What are the odds that Ben and Jerry's is founded 5-5 and Ben and Jerry's equals 55? It's got the little logo that has no value, so it just comes out to Ben Jerry's 55. And this article's about independence. They want to speak on social issues, and their parent company isn't having it. And I would be like, okay, see ya. Like, we're making ice cream here. We're a business. We focus on a lot of products. Okay, right? Isn't that wild? So now let's go over here. So I'm kind of learning on the fly here as well. So here's Unilever, company based out of UK, produces and sells hundreds of brands, blah blah blah. Here's Ben and Jerry. So Unilever, their parent company, here it is right here. Ben and Jerry's has a long history. So I guess they're just being shut down by their parent company, I guess, right? Has Unilever ever been politically active, or was it just Ben and Jerry? I'm guessing they just shut them down, I guess. Let's see. Yes. Oh, it says they've both been active, though in different ways and with varying degrees of control. Ben and Jerry's has a long-standing tradition of values-based activism and social advocacy, while Unilever engages in political activities. It's probably like one likes the red, one likes the blue. I don't know. It's probably some BS like that. But we're going to get back over here now, okay? And again, I'm doing this for myself because it's a hobby for me, okay? And I don't mind rubbing AI the wrong way. I don't mind rubbing the algorithm the wrong way. I don't mind rubbing anybody the wrong way out there. Um, if they got an issue with me, we can actually get really real, and we can go live, and we can see who has more knowledge on what I'm doing right here. Okay. I don't care about where it came from or none of that BS. I'm not going to argue about the 1700s and fake history. No, this is what we do right here. So anybody got a problem with me, we can settle it in a real type of way, okay? So you see right here, look at how all of that lands. Now look at this, because I want you to see, I noticed Jerry Greenfield has the March 14 birthday. It's the same birthday as Steph Curry. You know what's interesting? Because that's Pi Day. Okay? And this is a co-founder of Ben and Jerry's and their ice cream and probably other products related. But that isn't that interesting, because Pi Day, like pie and ice cream, even though pie probably relates to something else. Isn't that interesting? I just caught that. It's a fake world, I'm telling you. But notice the same birthday Steph Curry as Jerry Greenfield. Watch how we get really real here. Because Draymond Green, teammate of Steph Curry. I don't know if he's still in Golden State, but I know the majority of his career. Look at that. Draymond Green, teammate with Curry. It's like this is like a legendary team here, right? They don't have Clay no more, but I don't even really follow basketball anymore. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think I've heard that either of these guys are anywhere else. Maybe I'm wrong. I know Curry's got to be with Golden State. I'm sure that would have popped up super trendy by now. But damn, look at that. Draymond Green like Jerry Greenfield. when Jerry Greenfield's got the same birthday as Steph Curry, ice cream, pie day. Come on, right? And if you didn't catch it earlier, oh, I don't think I showed this. Can you believe it? Draymond Green's birthday is 10 days before Jerry Greenfield and Steph Curry. Come on, man. And remember the parent company to Ben and Jerry's founded September 2nd back in 1929, so that founding anniversary of the parent company Unilever, that founding anniversary was a few weeks ago. And check this out. Ben Cohen, Ben and Jerry's, Ben Cohen. Remember, Jerry is leaving. Ben's birthday is March 18th, 4 days after Jerry Greenfield. So all four of these guys got the March birthday. You want to see something else on the fly? So notice the 18th day of the third month birthday for Ben, okay? That's 183. Let's pull him up. Here he is right here. Okay, 183 the birthday, 18th day of the third month. That's amazing because LeBron James equals 183, like the 18th day of the third month. And LeBron James was born in the same hospital as Steph Curry. Look at that right there. LeBron James, 183. Ben Cohen, co-founder of Ben and Jerry's, the birthday, the 18th day of the third month. That's wild, isn't it? Go back over here. LeBron and Curry born in the same hospital. That's how fake the world is. Summa Akron or Summa Akron City Hospital in Akron. Even Curry's got the C like cream, like ice cream. I don't know. Look at this pic right here. Oops, I don't want to open a link. Damn it. So I just opened the link, I guess. I want to pull up that image. Look at that right there. I mean, they're telling you the world's fake. Okay, they're telling you that the world's fake, right? Isn't that wild? There's going to be like some more connections that I'm missing, okay? There's going to be more connections that I'm missing. Man, I hate when it does that. The taskbar disappears down below. Hate that, man. Okay, so let me open this back up. Okay, so Golden State, remember they had the 73 win season, right? So it's a record for most single season wins. 73. Check it out. Because the founding anniversary of Ben and Jerry's, so look at that. Remember 5-5, 7 weeks, 3 days after Jerry Greenfield's birthday. Can you believe it? So 73 wins for the Warriors, 7 weeks, 3 days after Jerry Greenfield's birthday. They founded Ben and Jerry's. Look at his birthday's the 73rd day of the year. Look at that right there. Bam, bam, bam. Even Jerry Greenfield, he attended Oberlin College where he was a National Merit Scholar and followed a pre-med curriculum before graduating in 1973. You know, no more political talk. They have been stifled. What the hell does stifled mean? Just like stopped? I don't know. So I got this other video now. Let me get that definition of stifled. Because it says they're both political, the parent company too. What does stifled mean? I could read the article, but I'm not going to. Make someone unable to breathe? That sucks. Oh, restrain. They have been restrained from being political by their parent company, I guess. Okay, so I'm going to refresh this and we're going to watch this other video and we'll be out of here in a few minutes, I promise. So that stuff is amazing, isn't it? You know, you have to reach different levels of decoding where you could start seeing and connecting all of these other characters. It doesn't just happen right away. It really doesn't. And there's always more. It's just I try to make it as simple as I can. You know, I used to go really deep down the rabbit hole. I don't really want to do that no more because, you know, it's a fake platform. The stuff is all fake. You're not going to make a career out of doing this, okay? People who make careers on YouTube, I think they're low tier family members of celebrities. Because notice how YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, those are the new stars now as Hollywood gets phased out. I think that's what it is. They're trying to trick us into thinking that these are real people that we follow on here. You got to be careful, okay? Be really careful.
One of the co-founders of Vermont-based Ben & Jerry's ice cream is resigning from the company. Jerry Greenfield says he's quitting because of a deepening rift with parent company Unilever. In an open letter posted by his partner Ben, Greenfield says the company has lost its independence since Unilever reduced its social activism. Ben & Jerry's started the company back in 1978.
And they say Ben looks like Jerry Garcia from the Grateful Dead. Okay? I get these two confused, Ben and Jerry, because it looks like in the younger days. We'll see what Google says. I'll look it up again. Because remember they had the Cherry Garcia ice cream too, but when I was looking at their pictures like right here, I think it's the dude on the left there that looks like Jerry Garcia. Right? Here's Jerry right here. Greenfield, the one walking away. And here's Ben. But it seems like back in the day, Ben looked like Jerry looks now. Jerry Greenfield. So it's like super confusing. But look, Google even tells us which one of Ben and Jerry's looks like Jerry Garcia. This is my first time looking at this. So yeah, I remember being a stoner as a youngster eating Cherry Garcia ice cream. Inspired by and named after Jerry Garcia, but one of these guys, which Ben and Jerry, which guy looks like Jerry Garcia? I had it earlier. It says neither. They answered me though. Earlier they said that Ben Cohen looked like him. So let's see. Let's pull up an old image of this guy here. Man, I can't tell these guys apart, man, for real. They got all these other Ben Cohens. I don't know. He looks like the guy on the left right there. Anyways, I thought there was more to that. So let's just pull up Jerry Garcia. Don't tell me his birthday's in March. Oh, it's August 1st. Look, he died 8 days. He died 8 days after his birthday. Wow, that's a whole nother decode right there. All right. So anyways, yeah, I thought I had something with that. I guess not. Earlier it told me that, well, look right there. Tell me that dude on the left, whichever one that is, tell me that dude doesn't kind of look like Jerry Garcia. Maybe I'm wrong. I think he does though. I think he does. Here's Jerry Garcia. It's not the best pick right there. Yeah. So the reason why I had to put the arrows because that's Jerry Greenfield right there. Like I had to do a bunch of studying to figure it out. I'm like, okay, I think that's him right there. But so again, I guess this is Ben on the left. So Ben, to me, it kind of looks like Jerry Garcia vibes. And then they got the Cherry Garcia ice cream. There's probably more to that story right there. So I mean, they're just kind of going over the different flavors they have. In a letter which co-founder Ben Cohen posted on social media on Greenfield's behalf, Greenfield said he could not in good conscience remain at Ben and Jerry's, citing a loss of independence to its parent company. And they're talking about all this other crap like Gaza and all this stuff. Do you guys know anything about Gaza? Like, it does not play a factor in my day-to-day role on this fake world stage that we have here. Well, not quite on the world stage I am, but okay. And then look, they got the whole script over here, and it's like whatever, right? So I think that was a solid breakdown. You see some numbers right there. There's probably some stuff within those numbers right there, but I think we're good here. I almost missed that 73 connection. I caught it like at the end. And of course, we had a Donald Trump mention earlier. I didn't want to, but it is what it is. Jerry quits Ben and Jerry's, saying its independence on social issues has been stifled. Okay. Until next time.